mean, don't get confused. Do you know why there's so many bars? I'm not even against somebody having a drink if they want to. Fine, whatever. Do what you want to do. Make your own decisions, whatever, right? But you know why that people live in those environments? They're trying to find family. They want to be connected. The church is not the place for them to connect because we come in, we scatter. We just came for the Sunday morning show. People are wanting a place to belong. It's like the old Cheers TV show, man. They were family. People, you know what Cheers was? You remember the TV show Cheers, right? If you're old, you remember what it is, and young people going, what? That's crazy. Okay. They were a life group. They lived life together. Are you tracking? We all have that nature. I mean, have you ever played a sport? If their sport was any good at all, some people may be on bad teams, but if you had a team that had any kind of relationship at all, there was a tightness, at least during the season. You were brothers or you were sisters. I mean, you just hugging each other, patting each other on the butt. You never do it walking down the street. I mean, there's lots of men I have patted on the butt that I would never do that on the street. Well, I might some, but not very many. You know what I'm saying? I mean, one time I was at church, I was a youth pastor. I walked through a back door like this. I walked down the back aisle, and there's back row seats right here, and there's a guy that I thought I knew right there. I walked by, I pinched him on the butt, kept walking, walked up my row, went to the front, stood like this. When I got up here, the guy that I thought I pinched on the butt was sitting in the aisle next to me. And I turned back and looked, and there's a dude that looked very similar to this guy, and from the back looked exactly the same. This back when we all had mullets, he had a mullet. And I looked back at him, and it was a first-time guest, and he had to look, he's just staring at me. Church was over, and I tried to make my way back there. It was too late. Anyway, so I learned my lesson about that kind of stuff. But anyway, the point being is, sorry, my mom and dad just going, Uncle Harlan's in heaven going. Anyway, and so the point is that there are things I did as a part of that family. We get home on a bus ride. Man, we were so exhausted. We had played our hearts out. Let me tell you something about bus rides. Grown men laying on each other sleeping. We're cuddling just like girls. And we don't call it that because when we wake up, it's like, but we're family, man. We are brothers. We hug each other and we talk to each other. There are some men, maybe some women, but there are some men who have not experienced that kind of family since they graduated from high school. And that family is based around two things. It's based around a sport and a party. The church across this county has failed. People are looking not for an institution, but for a family. People are not looking for a guilt trip. They're looking for hope. They're not looking to get beat up. They're looking to be restored and to be healed and made whole. People in small towns have given up because nothing ever changes here.